Hello guys, so I am back at it again drinking some coffee, guys. I figured I'd bring y'all out here with me. Me and Johnny just got back from eating at this restaurant. Y'all like my shirt? It says stay sassy. Absolutely. Anyway, so yeah, we went to eat at this little country restaurant. It was really good. They give you like big freaking like proportions though. I got like a hot dog and some like onion rings, but the onion rings were like this big a piece. Like, it was crazy, but it was good. Yes, this coffee's really good. So anyways, figured I'd come on here to drink some coffee with you guys. Y'all can join me, get you a cup, sit back for a while and listen to me chat. So I was like, what should I come on here and talk about? And I had in mind that I was going to talk about like a subject on like women's health. Like, it's very important, women, for you all to, and me too as well, to get your yearly physical, like the mammogram, the pap smear, and all that stuff, because cancer, guys, it's serious. And if you do that every year, and if there were to be something that were to show up, and for them to catch sooner before it like gets in like to really serious stages, it's way worth it to go once a year and get that done. Because like cervical cancer and like breast cancer obviously is like one of like the most killer for women, And so, that being said, y'all just need to get that done. I went and had mine done last week. Normally I do it every year, but like, so much crap had went on and stuff. So I never did get to it like the end of last year, the beginning of this year. So I finally did. And I'll be honest with you, like, my results came back with, and keep in mind, I'm only 29, okay? Fixing to be 30 in April. But my results, I hadn't shared this on Facebook or anything, but like, since I'm having coffee with you guys, I figured that I'd come on here and, like, this is serious stuff that us women need to pay more attention to and get, taken care of. Hey, Roxy. But I went and done my yearly exam. Everything looked good except for I had like some precancer cells, and so whenever they called me back in to do like a biopsy, and whenever they did the biopsy, like before, he had talked to me and he's like, I probably won't have to go into further, like taking further biopsies off, probably just look and see what the cells look like. I had 3 precancer cells, and then whenever he put the stuff that he had to use, it showed up more, like the cells looked worse, like in some areas, the cancer cells. So of course he had to do like 3 biopsy, like he took off like 3 little, like I guess it was like 1 or 2 centimeters, to do like to see how, if the cancer's like, if it's real cancerous or whatever, because it's precancerous now. And so they were just doing the biopsy. And then, of course, before he done it, he's like, now, if I do this, if I have to put this other stuff on there, it stops the bleeding, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, more than likely I won't have to. Well, whenever he went to do all that mess and started on taking all these samples out, and then they scraped around my uterus, or I think it was my cervix, I think it was. And I'm like, dude, that hurts. And he's like, well, and then I'm like, well, I guess obviously, something was there that you were concerned with. And he's like, yeah. So 2 weeks and I got to go back. So ladies, let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't been, go get y'all's ladies' parts checked out, because, this is serious stuff. I'm not concerned. I mean, I am concerned. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm a very private person when it comes to stuff such as this. However, if my word can get out there to help save your life, you know, get out there, and even if you don't have insurance, find a way, go to the health department, do something, and get yourself checked out, because, you know, cancer, if they find it at an early stage, they can take it out. You know, if you get it and you are like, you waited for years and years and it progressed and it stayed there, you know, more than likely a lot of people die from it, you know. So I know it's scary. I know us as women, whenever we have things like that done, especially such as me, like my grandmother had breast cancer. They had to remove her breast, and cervical cancer ran in my family. My mom had some stuff going on through that. But if you can catch the cancer early at a on stage before, like the precancer cells, and then they do the biopsy, that's why they keep a look to see how much the cancer has progressed or what have you. Because there's, he explained it to me, there's the precancer, and then there's like, that's like low risk, you know, and then there's like middle, and then like the above. So my sample of the cells that was precancerous was like in between, almost in the higher range. That's how he explained it to me. So 2 weeks I got to go back with the results. So, and I'm not going to say that I'm concerned. I am concerned, obviously, because, you know, hey, cancer's, you know, that's scary. That's a scary thing, you know. But he told me if it were to come back, worst case scenario, he would just take like a third or fourth of my cervix off. So, which is not a big deal. I've done had my kids, and I don't need all of that stuff anymore. So, but anyways, guys, just I guess the reason why I wanted to come on here is I wasn't really intending on talking about that today, but since I was having coffee and that came across my mind, I'm like, well, now's the perfect time to talk about that. But I'm not really, I say that I'm not concerned, but I am. In the back of my mind, I worry about it, because, you know, nobody wants bad results, right? You know, I've got 4 kids, got a wonderful husband that loves me, and, you know, family and friends. I don't want to die at no young age, so, you know, we need to just get ourselves checked, kids. And, but I'm, like, really stressed that if you haven't been in forever, just make you an appointment, because the early on that they find the stuff, they can, you know, take care of it, and you won't be, you won't have to worry about it. Of course, you'll have to go back and do all these ever so often, get checked and stuff, but just take that into consideration, because, you know, I would hate for somebody to have waited and waited and waited, and then go in there, and then, like, he had told me, you know, that's like one of the main causes for women's death. Like, they don't, in particular, get their checkups. They think they don't need it, and then when they do go years on, like this one lady, she had her kids, and then, like, she was like in her 50s or 60s. She didn't think nothing of it, and she was ate up with cervical cancer, and she died from it. So, I mean, it's not nothing to play around with. I just wanted to stress that to you guys, because, hey, you know, that your health matters. You know, us as women, we have, you know, men has like prostate cancers and stuff like that, but we have more that we have to keep, you know, a lookout for, like, you know, breast cancer, and which I think men can get breast cancer too. I've seen, like, on the Today Show that that's happened. I guess it's rare, but it can happen. But I'm really thinking, I was looking and see if that fluid off of that grill was on or off. Who knows? Hang on one second, guys. And it was on. I smelled like, you know, like the grill, like the this thing that makes the fire come out. What is that? I don't know. Anyways, you can tell I'm blonde. But I was smelling it, and it was on like crazy, man. That's dangerous. But anyways, ladies, y'all get that taken care of. And I'm not being, well, I'm being sassy. I want y'all to be healthy, sassy, stay sassy. But I'm not being bossy or nothing, but, you know, seriously, guys, get that under control, ladies. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I am about to do a review on this stuff right here. I'm loving this. In a minute, I'm not going to talk about it. But this is by Body Fantasies, and it's the Sahara Fantasy Body Spray. Look out for it, guys. Just saying. Let me see if I can take this right here. Here we go. But yeah. Figured that I would just come out here with you guys and let y'all drink some coffee with me. Yes. Do y'all like these coffee chats? And if there's any men that's watching this, I do apologize. Because it's about the lady business. But if you have a wife, have her to get that stuff checked out. Or a girlfriend, you know. Do it up. But I was like totally smelling those fumes off that stuff. Yes, and again, my hair's real a mess, and again, I've not been in a mood to wear makeup here lately, so I've got mascara on since Johnny's home now. Girls and guys, let me tell you what, I'll stay up late now. Let me put this back. I'll stay up real late now, and then when he comes home, I will sleep. I didn't get up, guys, today until like, it was nearly 12 o'clock. I love it. I am really, truly, for the first time in forever, getting caught up on sleep. Which, of course, this is the first year. Hey, my baby girl. Look at this sweet, sassy thing. Look at this. I'm finally, for the first time, getting caught up on sleep since, of course, Isaiah's been going back to school. I don't have no kids here during the day, and it's pretty awesome. Anyways, guys, I'm going to bounce up off here. Get your junk checked out. Let's be healthy, girls. Ain't that right, sassy? Anyways, love you guys.